Hello guys, I made a race event time board where we have the number 5 fastest racers in each group, and I made this because usually we run I wouldn't call it a class, but let's just call it a class from kids to 2nd grade, from 3rd to 7th grade, just teenagers, and 18 and up adults, and we punch it in here. And if you downloaded it, let's start with how it works, how you start it up. You start the Excel file, race event board, and what I like to do is I want to have mine in full screen. So I have a visual representation of all 4 groups, and then you open up the PowerPoint file that is linked, and it's going to ask to update a chain, and we're going to let it do that, and we're going to throw it over on the other screen. All right, and then we're going to go back in, and we're just going to put in test. It doesn't matter if it's in group 3 or 2, but we're just going to throw it in, and it doesn't need to be a lot of time, but let's just put something in both of them. You only need to punch in, just need some text and one at a time, and we're going to add it to the database. And as you can see, nothing happened, but that's because you have to go back in and right click, update the chain, and you can see it here, it came, and here it showed up as well. So if I go back out, and I have down here in the corner, I have a delete database. Where's my, there it is. Delete database. Are you absolutely sure you want to delete all track data? Yes, absolutely, yes. And it deleted it, and it's gone. All right, so here how it works. You have group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can call it whatever you like and however you want to use it. See, I can call it heat instead, heat 1, and it'll change. So yeah, but anyways, you have these 4, and these are the 5, and you can extend this if you want to have more. What do you call it? Yeah, if you want to have more races, because or a bigger list, right? So what happens is when you punch in any odd name in any of these, this is the best lap time, and I did this for track time, right? And the mobile numbers, because we have prizes for all of these. So at the end of the day, when we've been running for 4 or 5 hours at a this local summer event here in our town, then we can text or call people, and they're gonna come and collect their prize. Might just be a little bag of candy or something, right? Anyways, you can see that guy came down there. Great. And we can punch in some other long guy, and give that guy some track. And let's just give him a mobile number. In Denmark you have 8, so that's why I've made everything so it fits with 8. You can add whatever it is you want. Anyways, you see that guy, he's there as well. So how this works in the back is that, so you can see group 1 is empty, that's okay. We punched in a bunch here in group 2. So these guys are what is being referenced over here, from here. You can see I actually did 10, so the system works up until 10th place, and it looks all the way down here. Now, something you have to be very careful with is the milliseconds, right? Because if you have somebody, right now it's just random letters, but if you have somebody who has the same lap time or track time, and you also punch in the milliseconds exactly the same, then this system is going to grab the name from the first one who came in here. So let's say you have Hans and you have margin. Well, I can actually show you guys. Let's do hands, and let's say they did 23 45 445, and then you did that doesn't matter. Bada bum. I'm just gonna use the shortcut I did, and then you see hands is over there, and then we're gonna do head. Doesn't matter. We can do Soren, and he did the same 23, and we did 445, and then whatever. We're just gonna do like that. And then you're gonna see Hans is there twice. Let's go into, that was group 2, and you can see it's because Hans 445, Hans 445, and that way it doesn't work over here. So you gotta be careful, and as far as I've tried over these many years, I've never tried somebody also having the exact same milliseconds as well, and that's why I put in milliseconds and 3 ciphers, or whatever it's called, digits of milliseconds, because then you can actually change it so it looks correct. Alright, and this screen is referencing, my English is great today, this screen, and this screen is the visual representation, and that is that from each of these data points. So if you want to do it, you can do this, but you have to extend all the way down, right? And it is possible. And before it used to be, I don't remember how I actually did it before, but anyway, it's clear, and the text is clear on the PowerPoint. It's sharp. So yeah, you could probably do 10th place in each of those. So that's how this system works. So anyways, use it to your heart's delight. I'm gonna delete the database, and I'm gonna change the name on the top to group 1 again. Alright, group 1. And yeah, I think that's about it. So enjoy. That was it for me today. Alright, take care.